Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Good Clean Gaming RX, and today we're back in Eco. There's been an update. This is 9.1.2, I believe, was the latest update here. 9.1.4 actually has been released. There've been some interesting new updates here. With let's see here. I think it was 9.1.1 or 9.1. But there's been some interesting changes, so I'm going to go over some of those today. There's been various different bugs and all that kind of stuff fixed here, but the most interesting one that I noticed happened with a change to single player worlds. So as you can see, there's an option here now. When you create a new world, of course you can do no collaboration, low collaboration, high, custom, all that kind of stuff. And basically what this does is it changes up various different modifiers. So your specialty cost multiplier is basically the skill points necessary to required to learn a new specialty. Then your skill gain multiplier is basically a multiplier of how quickly you gain skills. Specialty experience is basically how much experience you need to level up inside a specialty, so to go from level 1 to level 2 in masonry and so on. Craft resource multiplier is basically the multiplier that your standard recipes are multiplied by the resource cost for those. And then of course your craft time multiplier, same thing but for time. And then player experience per specialty. This is levels the citizen as specialty experience is gained. Interesting. So that basically is a multiplier, it sounds like, that allows you to gain player experience from crafting, essentially. So I created one of these worlds here with these settings, and I'm basically testing out whether a person can play single player now with these new settings. So I'm going to go ahead and load into here, and we're going to basically test this out over the next couple days here and see what we can get up to. Okay, so here we are in the single player world. As you can tell, I've gotten a little bit of work done, made myself a basic little house here and a carpentry table. I can do this now and start doing work on this. I've gotten one character level already, actually 2 character levels I suppose, to be more accurate. I'm going to go ahead and learn mining on this one. So let's see, here we need to go, nope, self-improvement. Where is the mining one? Here we are, mining. Perfect, we'll go ahead and learn that one, as that's going to be critical to doing much of anything as well. And then we're going to go ahead and, let's see, I've done the work here. I'm going to go ahead and start processing some more hewn logs. So as you can see, actually, I'll go and show you. The resource cost required for doing much of anything is significantly reduced here. As you can see, hewn logs require only 1. This is a dynamic modifier. I haven't put any modifiers into here, of course. It's just, this is just the standard rate, and as you can see, only 1 of those is required. Basic upgrade 1 normally would require 40 of those hewn logs, now only requires 20. So as you can see, there is a half or a 0.5 reduction in cost required to build any of these crafting recipes. So that's quite nice, and essentially means that it's going to be much more realistic, or not realistic, much more feasible to play on a single player world and still be able to, essentially do everything that a person would need to do to actually proceed in a single player game. So the other thing, I guess, that I have to, there we go, there's self-improvement leveled up. The other thing that I have to see if there is a change, and logging leveled up as well, very nice. The other thing that I have to do is see if there has been any kind of, yep, there definitely has been a caloric cost reduction in picking up let's go ahead and put those in there, there we go. A caloric reduction in picking up the wood pulp. Normally that would cost like 60 calories, and it's now only costing me 15. So that's quite a bonus also. As you can see, I'm currently leveling up at 170 XP, which is actually quite decent there, especially for starting off. Let's see here, current XP multiplier is at what, 12? 12? Okay. And then there's a base multiplier of 5. So that normal base multiplier would not exist, it'd just be at 0 or at 1. And so, oh wow. The craft speed has also been significantly increased, or the craft time. So instead of taking like 10 to 15 seconds for each, oh my goodness, for each iteration there, it's possible to do that now in significantly less time. So I'm going to go ahead and build out some more here, and we'll go ahead and create a little bit bigger room here that I'll be able to put all of my mining things into. There we go. We'll go ahead and pick up the tool bench here, and we'll plop that down. Right there will work. Perfect. Let's go ahead and make a scythe here. Stone sickle. There we go. Significant reduction on that as well. We'll go ahead and dump those into there. Very good. And we need 3 more rock. There we go. As you can see, yep, significant reduction on the craft time there as well. So that makes it much more efficient, much more probable that that a person can do single player now. So I'm going to continue doing this. There's logging 3. Very good. Go ahead and we'll take those out of there. And I'm going to use the line. There we go. Don't quite have enough there. Go, and we'll go ahead and put a roof on. There's also been a significant number of roof forms that have been added, which means that a person can build with hewn logs and still have a decent number of roof forms, and there's going to be more of those added, of course, as time progresses. The devs have said that they do want to add a decent number of different building forms and everything, similar to the ones that you see with the higher tier materials. So I'm very much looking forward to those. It's kind of a little bit of a detractor that you can only build with those higher forms. Once you've built up to the higher tier. Whoop, looks like I'm about out of food here. Let's go check that. There we go. I've got some of that. We'll go ahead and yes, I want to eat some of those. Whoops. That's really not doing me any favors there either. Really need to get myself some meat. 171.9. So as you can see, a little bit slower gain there. Still quite possible to level up sufficiently quickly, at least so far. Let's go ahead and put those in. There we go. Very good. Oh, you know what? I'm going to leave those in there. And now that we've leveled up far enough, I'm going to go ahead and do a basic upgrade 1. We'll create the order for that and do the work. And I guess we need to make some more hewn logs here too, so let's go and make another 50 of those. There we go. And we'll go ahead and chop up chop some more of this tree up here. There we go, very good. And those should be able to go ahead and make them up rather quickly. Okay, I'm also going to make another stockpile, a proper sized one here. We'll go ahead and do that. Very good. We also need to create a research table. I'm going to go ahead and do the work on that. Oops, there we go. And let's see here, what else can we do? We don't really need a masonry table yet, as we haven't learned masonry. But we are definitely going to need to research. We'll learn that relatively quickly. We'll go ahead and drop those into there for our research table construction. And looks like we're going to have to mine a little bit out here as well. I really should do this. There we go. We need 6 more of that. Really should do this out here in the desert. Whoops. Out here in the desert, where I've got access to some sandstone, where I will have access, and start preparing my mine over here. Let me go ahead and start doing that. There we go. Ooh, looks like we've got some sand over here now. Oops. There we go. That's good. We'll be able to use that for some masonry mortar here in the near future. And there we go, down to sandstone. Now we can go a little bit faster here. Alright, so we've got a full load of that. We'll go ahead and put those into here. And let's see here, we still need some more logs. I'll go ahead and just put those into there for right now. Need some more plant fiber. Let's see here. 1, 3, 4. It doesn't appear that we've really gotten any kind of increase as far as harvesting goes. And I really wasn't expecting one, because that would be that'd be something a little bit different. We can, of course, get that when we get gathering. Good, we've done that, and we need to go ahead and get some more logs. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll chop down this tree here. And as you can see, because of the experience gain, if you'll notice down here, I'm already at level 3 in logging. And of course this is only, I guess playtime on here has only been about 30, no, probably about 50 minutes or so at this point. So definitely a little bit more geared toward being able to do those things. Okay, how are we going on this? Basic upgrade. We definitely need some more hewn logs. Let's go ahead and take those out of there. There we go, so that we can do that. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a masonry table as well. There we go, and we'll do the work on that. And I'm just going to pop these down right there. We don't have to worry about someone taking them. That should go ahead and put those into there. I'm going to take this out of here, and we'll see. I'm not sure if I can put this down right here. If I need, no, I can. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start making some different research papers. We're going to need carpentry, so we'll go ahead and do the work on that. Oop, there we go. Let's also let's start learning masonry, and for each of those we need geology and dendrology respectively, so we'll go ahead and do 2 of those. Do the work on that. Looks like I'm out of food again. Definitely going to need to find another source of meat, because that's significantly affecting my skill gain there. I'm starting to get a little bit unbalanced in the favor of fat. So actually, let's go ahead and make ourselves a hoe here. Wooden hoe. There we go. We'll order one of those and do the work. And let's go ahead and chop up this tree a little bit more. There we go, and we'll go ahead and pop those in. Say, yep, that can access all of those. We'll go ahead and chop up each of these, and that will get us some more acorns, because we're going to need a lot more wood. So the other thing that I'm going to do here is we'll plant these oak trees, and then I'm going to give myself a soil saver, and we'll just check and see what the growth rate is. There we go, there's logging up a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and take this out of here, and then we'll go and, let's see here, we'll take that out of there. Very good. We'll take this out of there and put that down in here. Pretty sure we have enough room. Room requirements, not quite. 75 of 63. Alright, we'll go ahead and take that back up then. We're going to need to create ourselves... Actually, no we don't. Look, we've got a stockpile here. We'll go ahead and plop that down right there. Perfect. Okay, we'll go ahead and take our hoe and our acorns there. And what are we waiting on here? Masonry. Okay, dendrology research. Okay, so we're going to need some rocks for that. And looks like we've gotten all of the logs into there. We'll go ahead and chop up the rest of this. There we go. Very good. We can go ahead and take some more of these hewn logs. There we go. And start building this out. Okay, let's take a look here. World layers. No, we want to go to, markers. No, world layers. There we go. And we want to go plant, and we want to go ahead and find the oak. So there we go. That's old growth oak yield potential. There we go. So we want to plant ours into here. That's the best yield that we're going to get out of those, and the fastest growing time. So we'll go ahead and hit show in world. Oops, not show in world, sorry, because it's going to overlay already in our mini map there. Very good. And it looks like we'll be planting those over here. That's going to be our best area for putting those in. So we'll go ahead and use our hoe here quickly, and we'll till up some area for planting those oak trees. And I'm just going to put these right next to each other. I'm not really worried about overcrowding at this point. I'm really just worried about, let's make those trees as quickly as we can, because we're going to need a lot of wood. Okay, there we go. We've got enough there. Let's go ahead and do one more here. Ooh, can we fit that in there? No, there's already one there. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that then. Put that one there. Alright, perfect. So that's got all of our oak trees done. Let me go ahead and I'm going to give myself a soil sampler. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. Plant is 100% maturity. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's bunch grass. Never mind. Let's see if there's any way that I can access. I want to be able to do that. Okay, let's just go ahead and break this out of the way then. There we go. Oops. Sample soil, enough space. 2.4 hours, very good. So as you can see, it looks like there's been, with single player worlds, there's been a reduction in time required to grow things as well. 2.4 hours, of course. Yes, because those would have changed. 2.4 hours, of course, for a single player world is significantly better. Let me go ahead and I'll just check this, of course. With that, enough space, maturity. How can I test this? Space, maturity, yield 4% or 400. Let me see here. Ooh, not enough space. Alright, well, Yeah, I'm pretty sure those have been changed to make it a little bit easier to do with a single player world. But I'm honestly not sure, because if you remember one of my other videos, I did do some editing of those config files. So either way, that's significantly more achievable now with single player. So it sounds like it's once again possible to play a single player world and really actually be able to play a single player world instead of having to spend most of your time sleeping to actually get any of your crops or anything to grow. So I guess I'm going to continue playing on here periodically, and we'll just test out single player and essentially see if that's a possibility to play with single player now, or if we're still waiting to see if we need more tweaks and stuff for that. Let's see here. It looks like we are going to need some more wood, so I'm going to go ahead and chop down yet another oak tree over here. We'll harvest all of the plants around it first. Whoops, not enough room. Yes, the never-ending struggle. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drag these into here. We'll drag all the seeds and everything as well. That's something else, of course, that I'm going to have to learn here pretty quickly, will be farming. So that I can feed myself. There we go, we'll go ahead and pick that up. Oops. No. Did I get those? I don't know if I got them. Perhaps. I did get them. Okay, good. Alright, we'll go ahead and pick those up too then. Just so that we're not killing off all the extra food that we've got sitting around here when we drop this tree. There we go. And I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and get that rice as well. That'll be important later. Okay, we'll go ahead and drop this, and I suppose no, we'll just do that. We need the oak, the acorns. There we go. Very good. Okay, we'll go ahead and dump those into there. Let's see here, campfire animals. We are going to need to go hunting here pretty soon, so let's go ahead and we'll make ourselves, let's see here, actually we're going to do that over here. So we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a wooden bow, and I would have thought I had more of that. There we go. Yes, we can use that. And those, we'll go ahead and bring those out of there as well. And add all of those to there. Looks like we're going to need to eat some more food here. $177, very good. We'll go ahead and do that. 174, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to see about replanting these camas bulbs as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at production of those on the map. So we want to find, let's see here, corn, camas. There we go, camas yield potential. Okay, so we want to grow those up here. Yep, right in up there. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Are we close enough? we go. There we go. Okay. So this is right in the hot spot. We'll go ahead and till up some ground here. And we'll just plant probably most, if not all, of our Camus bulbs here. They should have a significantly reduced growth time as well. No, no, don't. Yes, go chase the elk. Thank you. Leave us alone. No, thank you. Okay, we'll go ahead and put those there. Perfect. Go ahead and dig those up as well. And let's go ahead and we'll just plant 2 of those there. Check this. 1.2 hours to max. Very good. 100% match. Very nice. Okay. We'll go ahead and take this back over. To the house here quickly. Oh look! Bunny rabbit. Apparently we've had an animal nice enough to kill one of those for us. We'll go ahead and create an animal campfire tiny. There we go, campfire animal. We'll do the work there. That'll get us 1 meat. Let's see here, boiled grains. That's good for protein. We need something with fat. Chard agave. Ooh, there we go. Let's harvest some of those. Plenty of them sitting around, so we'll go ahead and harvest them. And of course, once we get some seeds for them, there we go. There's a couple. We'll definitely have to learn farming here pretty quickly. It's not ripe enough. Gee. Let's go ahead and we'll put these agave. Good. 19.2 hours. Okay, so I didn't change those. It is looking like that was something that I updated then. The agave, of course, are going to take quite a while unless I go in and change those configuration files. So that's not something that was done apparently with the update. That's something that I did myself. So unfortunately, we're still going to have to go ahead and to get in and change those configuration files. But it is possible to do that, and you really only have to do that once, and then that fixes that. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. That'll be it for today. I'm going to continue testing this out, and we'll just see how single player works, and whether that's a possibility to do that now. That'll be it for today. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Ta-ta.